Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the coldest, most baffling unsolved mysteries in modern history, the Dyatlov Pass Incident. A story of 9 experienced Soviet hikers who vanished in the snowy Ural Mountains in 1959 and were later found dead under the strangest and most chilling circumstances. You might think you've heard it all when it comes to mysterious disappearances, but this one stays with you. Because the deeper you look, the more confusing it gets. Let's head into the icy wilderness of Russia and try to piece together what really happened on that mountain. So here's the setup. In January of 1959, 10 friends, all young students and recent graduates from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, set out on a 16-day skiing expedition across the northern Ural Mountains. The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a smart, respected, and very capable outdoorsman. The goal? To reach Otorten, a mountain whose name in the local Mansi language translates to, "Don't go there." Yeah, ominous, right? Now one member of the group, Yuri Yudin, had to turn back early due to health issues. That decision probably saved his life. The rest of the group kept going, and on February 1st they pitched their tent on the slopes of Kolatsyakal, another name from the Mansi language, meaning dead mountain. Seriously, you can't make this up. And that's where everything goes wrong. Days go by. No word from the group. By February 20th, families grow anxious. A search party is sent. What they found would become one of the Soviet Union's biggest mysteries. First, they discover the tent. It had been slashed open from the inside, as if the hikers needed to escape urgently. But what's weirder? Their boots, their gear, their warm clothes, left behind. Imagine that. In sub-zero temperatures, they ran out into the snow, barely dressed. Then they find the first bodies, 2 of the hikers, Doroshenko and Krivonishenko, lying under a cedar tree. They were in just their underwear, barefoot, and had burns on their hands. Between them and the tent, they find 3 more, Dyatlov, Kolmogorova, and Slobodin. All appeared to be trying to crawl back to the tent. The remaining 4, found 2 months later, in a ravine deeper into the woods, and their injuries were brutal. Lyudmila Dubinina had multiple broken ribs and was missing her tongue and eyes. Nikolai Thibault Brignol had a crushed skull. Semyon Zolotaryov's chest was caved in, and his eyeballs were gone too. And here's the kicker. There were no external wounds that could explain such massive internal trauma, almost like they'd been hit by a force, not a weapon. The official Soviet investigation at the time? It concluded that the hikers died from a compelling natural force. That's it, no specifics. And then the case was quietly closed. But theories? Oh, there are plenty. One of the most widely accepted explanations is an avalanche. The idea is that a slab of snow shifted and buried part of their tent, forcing them to flee. And yeah, that kind of makes sense, until you remember that the tent was still visible when rescuers arrived. Plus, the slope they camped on wasn't steep enough for a full avalanche, and the tent had been set up properly. These were experienced hikers. They would have known the risks. Others say it could have been katabatic winds, a rare weather phenomenon that causes sudden, hurricane-force winds. It might explain why they ran, but not why some suffered trauma akin to a car crash. Then there's infrasound. This theory suggests wind passing over the mountain created low-frequency sounds that induced panic and disorientation, making them flee in a state of terror. Creepy, right? But again, does that explain broken ribs and missing body parts? Still others blame military testing. This was the Cold War era, after all. Some think the area was used for secret weapons experiments. The hikers stumbled into something they weren't supposed to see and paid the price. Some of the clothes were reportedly radioactive, which only adds fuel to the conspiracy fire. And then, well, there are the more out there ideas. Yeti attacks, UFOs, supernatural forces. There was even a Russian TV series that went full sci-fi on the whole thing. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the investigation, and in 2020, they concluded Avalanche again. But even modern scientists remain divided. One Swiss study used snow animation software from the movie Frozen to simulate a slab avalanche that could cause similar injuries. Still, it doesn't sit right with a lot of people. Even now, over 60 years later, we're no closer to a concrete answer. So what happened on Dead Mountain that night? Why did 9 experienced hikers flee into the darkness, into a death more chilling than the cold itself? Was it nature, a freak storm, or avalanche, or was something or someone waiting for them in those woods? Whatever it was, it left no witnesses, only questions. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think happened to the Dyatlov group? Was it just a tragic accident, or something far stranger? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another cold case. Stay curious and stay safe.